Fair enough. What do you think? You see my sandal? My foot. You're welcome to see my ugly ass toes.
Is it live?
Yeah. It is. Hoping it's the right orientation. Am I allowed to say that?
Orientation?
Yeah.
God, I hope so.
Might be.
It's 2022.
It really doesn't matter what the orientation is as long as it feels loved. And it should feel loved after all this shit that I've had to do to it, so. Alright, where do I start? I think this is the point where I just give up and go back to sleep for the rest of the day.
Think about possible career changes?
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start with putting the cable guards on here. Since I took it apart. Why, thank you. That's wrong.
4 times for 2 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
It should be 4.
It did. Ding, 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 ding.
That's 8.
Oh.
Ugh. What a pain. All right. That's a great confidence boost.
That's another episode.
Yeah. That's why you don't do clockwork when you're tired. Counting 8 is very difficult. Stay in school, kids. Don't be like me.
Trying to recruit people to the business.
Yeah, well, counting to 8 is definitely a prerequisite for horology. I'm gonna pull those out. Golly, the last one I had to do when I actually ended up having to use pliers to get these things off because it was stripping the screws out. They're putting so hard.
Is this the one that had to be cleaned 3 times?
Yes, it did. This is the poster child for why you don't, 1, use WD-40, and you don't, 2, shove the mechanism inside of an oven after you coat it in WD-40. Indeed. Words of wisdom from the humongous clock. All right. So that guard's gonna go in that direction. There's there's WD-40 underneath everything. I usually don't take these completely apart. This one, that was totally inevitable, and there's still some pockets behind some of this stuff that I just. This literally took 3 times longer than a normal cleaning. And anyway, these really should come off, but I'm just gonna leave them. God, that sounds terrible in a live video. I'm conflicted. I don't know whether or not I want to take them apart. The bearing surface is clean, just more oil stuff behind it.
Are they moving parts?
No, they're not moving parts. So there's just gonna be a little Easter egg of WD-40 stuff down inside.
Well, apparently nobody else does as thorough a job as you, so I doubt anybody will discover it except for you next time.
Sure, shit's given. Where these go? They're coming in on that side. So that's gonna go in that way. Which one is this? This is the strike side. This is the time. And this is the chime.
How can you tell the difference?
I marked them.
Oh, well, that was smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Ultimately, you can... These are probably... They're almost identical. The wheels are identical. The drums are identical. The bearing surface. The teeth, I don't know if these have a different number of teeth or not.
Gaps in between.
At the same diameter. Well, you could roll them together or just sit there and literally count them. But who has time to count teeth? It's 2022. Got better things to do. Yeah, I'm going to say the same number of teeth. Anyway, I marked them. A couple times I've taken something apart without marking it. Teach you a good hard lesson on that. So if these roll that way, the cable guard's going to go that way. That seems about right. Not really. Alright, gonna move this down. Not down, just get them out of the way. These are the cable guards. Kieninger cable guards are a little less than flexible. So, like currently cable guards, you can pull apart. If you fall, this is on live. That's, just want to see. Famous last words. And there's still crap stuck in here. My God. Clean it and 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 clean it. And there's still crap inside of here. 3 cleanings later. There's still schmutz in here. Hard baked schmutz. Please don't use WD-40, guys. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It just costs a lot of time and therefore money. And then give me a surprise Pikachu face when I had to spend 3 times as much labor getting this darn thing clean. Oh boy. Somebody's grandpa thought this was just genius. Might have worked on his old Model T, but not on a Kieninger ksu33. Kieninger. I wish, if there's any people in Germany watching this, I hope somebody can enlighten me as to the correct pronunciation of Kieninger. I'm pretty sure that's not how they say it. Butcher pronunciation of this. Okay. All right. So I'll put this here, and here we're just gonna kind of stumble through putting it together, and hope that I put it together in the right configuration here. Okay, open that up, slide that down. Hoping all this is on camera. If not, otherwise you just get that entertaining dialogue. People can comment, but I can't read their comments. I don't have one of those professional YouTube setups. I need to get that from Walmart. Get the little Halo kit so you can see my wonderful silver hair. No, I didn't check that either. Alright. Seriously. Last time. Dry run. Yeah, I'm going to clean that too. Okay. Well, since I didn't want to pull the center pinion off of this, the wheel's still attached. I could have pulled the E-clip off, and in hindsight, that would have made this a little bit easier. But there's schmutz down in here too. Schmutz particle. That's a German word. Schmutz particle. And I was incorrect in my translation of that. That means dirt particle.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google Translate. Where would we be without you? I wonder what the Spanish word for schmutz particle is. Particulo de dirt. If there is anybody watching this, I'd like to say thanks for watching, and I don't know how you got here in life to where you're watching me put together a clock mechanism. Praying for you. I'll get better soon. Don't do it. Jesus loves you. Alright. Now seriously. There's the chime. It is in, again, saying, I'm seriously trying to put this together. Then I can get things like oiling these wheels, which would be a lot easier. Okay. Let's see. Get that stray hair off there. Apparently I'm going bald. Alright, I'm oiling the ratchet wheel where it makes contact with this retaining wheel. This does the holding power. Why does that word escape me right now? Because I'm too distracted. It's retaining power, so this clock will not run backwards when you wind it. So for the person that needs accuracy down to less than 10 seconds in a week, Kieninger is looking out for you. 10 seconds in a week is keeping you awake at night. You may need to reevaluate your priorities. Just saying. I'm short about, I don't know, 20 or 30 hours a week. That retaining power is not really going to do a whole heck of a lot for me, but I applaud you for schedules that tight and that flawless that you're actually counting on those 10 seconds of winding. What the retaining power does is when you wind up a mechanical clock, you're turning this drum with a crank from the front side, the back pressure causes all the wheels, including this time train, causes the second hand to run backwards. It's not really good for the escapement, I guess. But ultimately, it just ends up costing it a couple seconds time in the long run. Every other clock seems to do it fine. Retaining power is really only on regulators, high-end type clocks. This is not a regulator. It's weight driven, like a true regulator is, but it also has chimes, which a true regulator will not have. True regulators are just time only, at least as far as I know. Not a regulator expert per se. As close to a regulator expert as you'll run into this day or week or lifetime, unless you just hang out with a bunch of clock people. Then I'm sure there's probably some smarmy regulator guy. But a true regulator's only job is to tell the time, because this clock is going to lose some degree of accuracy in communicating to the chime train and the strike train and telling the clock when to make noise. So to be a true regulator, it wouldn't have those chimes. So, which is, of course, probably keeps a lot of people up at night. And hopefully I've saved those people some sanity this week. Alright, second wheel, that is not that one. For the chime second wheel, this is the chime second wheel. It's going to go on the chime train right here. Why I picked the chime train, I don't know. I'm just going to. This also goes on the chime train. This is going to go here. Let's find out. It does, yay. Oh, the square hole. This also belongs to the chime train. Put you right about there. And really, none of these are location specific. So the cams are all going to go on the outside. Little chime roller drive gear goes in the back here. So I can just kind of put those wherever the heck I want. This is also the chime. These teeth come out clean. This thing was absolutely filthy. Absolutely filthy. Like I said, I don't usually do a full breakdown on these Kieninger mechanisms. This one was absolutely lost. Just been one of those things where if I take it apart partially, as per the factory suggestions, that I just would have ended up having to spend the rest of this week dorking around with it. acting surprised as to why it's not doing the things it's supposed to do. So that's the chime train. That's all put together, and this one's going to be kind of tricky, the strike train, because this wheel, I'm going to want it to be sequenced in a way that is lifting the hammer. That's not the second wheel. Yeah, I knew I was missing one. That's not right either. Is this a strike? Yes, it is. It's a really big pinion on there. Alright, I'm just going to put you there just because I'm tired of looking at you. And you also hoodwinked me into thinking that you were the sugar ones. Is that really there? No, it's not. This is embarrassing. Just gotta get it in the hole. Well, how did you come out? Alright then, like this. Wait, Mother, may I? Thank you.
So you just had to ask nicely.
Just had to ask nicely. And now this one won't go in. Trust me, I'm a professional. It just pops right out. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Much like anything else in life, getting it apart is easy. Getting it back together is real trick here. That stupid retaining power wheel is grabbing onto this pinion. There we go. Are you in? You behave yourself? I don't think that's right. Golly, they really leave no room for error on there. Okay, that's where it wants to go though. Okay. Alright, put that there. Guess might as well finish the time train here. Is that right? Yeah. Works for me. And let's take out half the other wheels I've already put in here. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is start with escape wheel. We didn't do that though, did we? Okay, now this can go in there. Under here. And we can see. There we go. Now, the strike train. This is going to be the one that's finicky. If I don't put this in the right place, one of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to stop striking in the middle of lifting the strike lever, or the stop pin is not going to be in the right spot. So I'm going to try to guesstimate here. This would appear as though that's going to allow that to drop. Okay, I guess we'll see. Might end up having to pull it back. Oh, really? Seriously? Alright, well, let's be an asshole. I wonder if I could turn that. Okay. Let me see.
What's wrong with it?
I'm going to try to, yes, adjust this wheel. Here's a life pro tip. I hit that. Sometimes you can adjust these when they're in the plates, but after sitting for so long in the same position, in this case, this one's probably been sitting for 20 years, if you loosen them up before you put them in between the plates, sometimes you can kind of cheat by rotating that lever while it's in place. So if it doesn't end up being in the spot where you put it, which I think is going to be kind of a crapshoot as to where I actually end up putting it. No, that looks about right. I guarantee that's not going to be in that spot. Especially because I have to pull this one out to put in the gathering pallet wheel. pull out the gathering pallet wheel to put in this one. How does this stop? This is gonna have a lever that is strike worn. Where's the strike shut off lever? Okay, there's the rack. There's that thing. Giant lever. Then I have another box of parts here somewhere. This is. Alright, there's the strike retainer. Please don't tell me there's more crap inside of that one too. No, that's clean. This is going to drop in the plate, and which way does that go? I think it goes that direction. You should turn that heat on. It would. Okay. So, the strike rack retainer does not touch that pin, so it's going to stop where the gathering pallet has a cam on it, and that's actually what stops strike pins. This is just a warning pin. Let's see if the strike goes that way, that's going to go that way. I'm going to put that 180 degrees out. This pin 180 degrees out from where I'm going to want it to go. The strike warning comes. I have that, and let's get this retaining power lever. Golly, that thing's crusty too. Really, people, please don't use WD-40 or whatever the hell. This is a famous crusty WD-40 sheen. Coming off nice and green. WD-40 is actually good for helping clean and loosen stuff, like old WD-40. It's identical on either side. We'll put it that way. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Goodness gracious. Well, now for the ultimate awkward exchange here, I'm going to peg that from the other side. Yeah, that's right. I'm pegging. I'm comfortable with that concept. Let's deal with it. It's 2022. Do it the times, people. Okay. Nice little sitting spot for this. Not to mess that up. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there, and we're gonna hold the rest of it like so. Guess I'm gonna peg that one out too. Is that the dog I heard? Is the dog dying?
No.
No?
Neighbor kids are out though. Sounds like the same thing.
Yes. Okay. Now that I have, I think literally the last thing pegged out and I can get pegged. I'm talking about pegging. I heard that was a fairly popular Google search term, so I'm going to make sure I put that as a tag on here. thought pegging was a little obscure, but apparently a lot of people are a big fan of it. So many clockmakers on the internet that I didn't recognize. Is that funny? Something funny about cleaning clocks out with a wooden peg?
Someone said, good luck, my boy.
Good luck. Thank you, sir. What was her name? Please don't let it be something inappropriate with pegging.
Bogdan?
Bogdan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bogdan, I'm gonna utilize this whole name, but the last one's Daniel. Bogdan Daniel.
Bogdan Daniel. What's so hard to pronounce between Bogdan and Daniel?
Silviu.
Silviu? Silviu?
Silviu?
Bogdan Silviu Daniel.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Bogdan. Okay. Alrighty. Looks like that's in place. And now, I think that's everything that's going to go in between these plates. I'm going to pray that it is.
You'll find out later.
We're about to find out. If you've never put a clock mechanism together, all you have to do is put all of these pivots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to count that as 19. 19 of those, plus the 5 pillar posts. You just have to get them into all these holes at the same time. It's not a thing.
It's a really dramatic 3D puzzle.
It is a very dramatic 3D puzzle. Not nearly as dramatic as I am. And that's where I've got the odds in my favor. Outdrawing the clock. Alright, so we're going to start with the tallest one, which is this chime selector switch. And I'm going to get off my little bucket seat. And we're gonna make this happen. Alright, so put the chime selector on through there. Wish you guys could see it, but I don't really. It's like a full panoramic camera setup. Okay, so we've got like 3 things going through so far. So the easiest way to do it is work from the back of the plates. It just the way I do it. Sure if there's another way to do it. I'll work from the back, going all my way up to the front. So start with the biggest pivots, and then work my way to the skinniest ones. Not pivot shaming. That's I love pivots of all different shapes and sizes, especially the big ones. If you've ever heard, I'm not going to get religious here, but there's something called the watchmaker's argument. And this is really, I guess I'll profess to be agnostic. I have my own spiritual beliefs, but they're kind of weird. And anyway, so we're not going to get into that. But intelligent design, saying that a giant man that lives up in the clouds you can't see built everything the way it is today versus natural selection that amoebas in the ocean got zapped into life by lightning in the chemical soup. The whole point is the watchmaker's argument shows that if you have all these pieces and you throw this mechanism several million times in a simulation, and one of those, this mechanism is going to go together and it's going to be working. I would like to have that computer for work purposes, and then I just have to push a button, throw this mechanism 1,000 times, and eventually it goes together working. That sounds like a pretty cool machine, but that also is absurd. You could throw this 10 million times. You know what? I'm going to say something crazy. You could throw this 1 trillion times, and not one time is it just going to fall together in the right order. It's just not. It's not. Anyway, that being said, I don't think that proves the existence of God, or the flying spaghetti monster, whatever you want to believe in. But I can say that this mechanism is kind of a facsimile for a highly organized design akin to biological life form. So it's still wrong. It's off by 2 hours. You guys can't see it. The hands are actually pointing. I'm in what is 2 hours off? I'm in Bermuda. That's where I'm filming this. Bermuda. I don't think Bermuda's in Eastern time. Is it Newfoundland? Who's past Eastern time? That's going east. I don't think I've ever heard of that time zone. Based American. If it's not my 4 time zones, then I don't know it. I know Greenwich Mean Time. That's a time zone. Hell, I don't know. I think we're 6 hours off from Greenwich Mean Time. Hey, there it is. It's together. All right. Well, that was easy. Thank you, Kieninger. All right, so we're going to take these nuts. That's right, I said it. Nuts. Nuts. That's nuts. I wish I could remember the name of that guy that was really upset with my use of wrenches instead of using a socket driver to put these nuts on. That's and he followed up with the sarcastic comment, but you know, what does he know? He's only been an auto mechanic for like 270,000 years or something like that. That's
not a car.
He
some similar principles.
I mean, you could use it. I could use my teeth if I wanted to. You guys like to see me putting a clock together with my teeth? What's left of them? That'd be interesting.
Can you zoom in while you're live?
No. You can't. You might be able to. I don't know. Can you guys zoom in when I'm live?
No,
Can I zoom in when I'm live?
Can you zoom in?
I'm like remote. It's I did used to have that nice camera. Thanks, Brian. I think someone playing basketball outside. Maybe I'll take a break from doing this and you guys can just watch this mechanism sit idly while I go shoot some hoops. The kid across the street. Be dominated by a 10-year-old. Be great.
It's probably accurate.
I should just take the video out and just include that as part of the Kieninger thing. Get plates together, which is like step 7. Step 8 is go out and get dominated by a 10-year-old in basketball. Cry a little. Go back to my clock barn and get back to work. Terrible basketball. Okay. I'm going to brush off the dust on here. I can see very clearly. It's bothering me. Dust, 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 dust. Off the dust. Of course, everything should be nice and dry here now. Fair enough. Alright, these people have pets, so it's going to get plenty dusty. Their house, too. That I can't control. Okay, so now we got the plates together. Let's see. Oh, that Tupperware sticks. I'm going to put this aside. And here we go. Plates together. And time train rolls through beautifully. Very little friction or impedance. You hear the little retaining power. Paul, P-A-W-L, Paul, not like the little alien. Powell. Hole. Hell. Okay. Alright. And let's see how the chime train does. Chime train spin through. Yeah. Spins through. It's free and clear. Check our end shape. There we go. Alright, there we go. Everything's a little dry, so as smooth as it could be. Alright. And the strike train. How does that do? Very nice. Okay. Now, coming back to the strike lever, I'm going to temporarily put this. Golly, there's so much damn dust on this thing. I had to go back through with a shop towel over it like 6 times. Ugh. Get some compressed air and spray on here and get all that dust off while it's still dry. Well, I'm going to check to see where this falls. Right now, this hammer's being lifted. That's where you want it to stop. So, out there. Is it still in the clear? Still in the clear. How about by the time it gets to the warm? Well, I'd like to see if I can change that. Okay, so I'm going to get up to the point where this lifts. This is where it's getting to be just really nuanced, picky. So I want these hammers to lift. I want them to drop. What's going on here? Why am I feeling some resistance?
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is, it is futile. Futile if you want to clock running correctly. So it's a little sticky in here. I don't know what that is. Huh. Okay, well the oil should help smooth it out. It's nice, free and clear. It's just got a lot of friction resistance. Okay, so as soon as that drops, that pin is about 90 degrees out. I think that's livable. Let's see. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to rotate it back. No, rotate it forward. Okay. Because I loosened this little star lift wheel, it should be fairly easy to move. These guys probably really can't see much of this in good detail. Let's see. Here we go. Cool. Now let's see where this falls. This all makes sense. Well, maybe it'll make sense. I don't know. Wish you guys could read my mind while I'm doing these videos. Okay.
You'd be banned.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's probably true. It's better not. Or not. Okay, so I want this stop pin to be 90 degrees away from this warning lever, which goes over here. I can't stick it in the plate right yet because it still has a little collar on here. But this collar is going to go through and it's going to interrupt the strike and prevent it from running until the chime is done. So I'm wanting that pin to be there so it has a good little bit of kind of lead up travel room. There's probably technical terms for all this stuff, but leave that to the experts. Trust me, I'm an expert. Yeah, I'm happy with where that goes. So I'm going to take this out again. And now I'm going to place this. Strike him. See, I knew I needed the hammer for at least one thing. Alright. Here is the gathering palette. Guess not to be confused with all the other kinds of palettes. As far as I know, that's the only kind of palettes they have on clocks. Well, no, I just lied. These are also palettes. They're not gathering palettes. They're anchor palettes. Shannon here was the person that taught me that a pallet is also what you would call, what, a collection of blankets placed on the floor?
Yeah.
A pallet. A pallet. That's, I'd never heard the term pallet as a sleeping area. The only other term pallet that I've heard,
wonder if that's a southern thing.
I actually, it might be, but it's I'm guessing like a wooden pallet, like for shipping. That's what you rest the items on. And that's the only, when you said it'd make a pallet, like I'm thinking, no, I did not take a saw and a nail gun and assemble a wooden pallet.
No, you throw a couple blankets on the floor and pillows, make a pallet on the floor.
A pallet on the floor.
You ever have sleepovers?
The fuck? Yeah, I've had sleepovers and we did exactly that, but nobody said, hey guys, let's make a pallet.
I don't know, it's an excellent question though.
It is.
I wonder if that's in a...
Definition of a pallet. It's going to be both. It's going to be a collection of blankets and like a makeshift bed, and also a wooden floor crate to...
look, the first thing that so a P-A-L-L-E-T.
Yes, not P-L-A-T-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a straw mattress, a crude or makeshift bed.
A straw mattress. My, do I love sleeping on a mattress made of straw.
And now the P-A-L-E-T-T-E.
That's a paint palette.
Yeah, a thin board or slab on which an artist lays and mixes colors.
Isn't that also what's the roof of your mouth called? Is that, I think that's P-L-A-T-E.
P-A-L-A-T-E.
Yeah. I'm going to cleanse my palate.
Yeah, made me question whether I made that word up or somebody had and I picked it up.
No. This didn't stake down all the way. Well, damn it, pickles. All right. One more time. Let's see, where did I put damn strike hammers? Okay, here we go. Strike hammers. Here you go. Okay, where is... It's all the power of CGI. Okay.
I guess we should have forwarded the calls before.
Yeah, we probably should have. Probably should have. It's okay though.
Note for next time.
Note for next time.
Tempted to comment, why are you answering the calls?
Right. Okay. Golly, they really don't leave much room.
For error.
No.
For
I know. Shannon's fascinated with the way that I say room.
Home.
Room, home.
Home.
Okay. We're satisfied with where that is, and I'm going to send this on to a little further. Alright. Put that here. Pray that it doesn't rotate, which it probably won't. See a little bit. This isn't a very good staking surface. How about that? There's them apple. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here. And we're going to lift, 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 lift. Drop. And stop. Okay. All right, I'm happy with where that is. So this warning pin is 90 degrees from where the warn's going to be, which is good. I've wanted it at 180 degrees, but I'll settle for 90. That's why I like to set them for 180 degrees, because every time they travel forward, despite my best of intentions, they still end up being in the right spot. Overestimation is key, not just for clock repair, life in general. No comment on my expected turnaround times versus actual delivery dates. I'm not here to talk about that today. Maybe they'd be a little bit closer if people didn't use WD-40 their clocks, but again, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about what a failure I am.
I feel like we really need to talk about WD-40.
I you know what? That's right. I'm gonna. Yeah, that would be. I wonder if I could help Kanye West instead of hating particular socio-religious groups. I get him to hate WD-40.
Specifically on clocks.
On clocks, yeah. Oh yeah, well, yeah. He wouldn't. Yeah, that could be potentially a sponsor of his.
WD-40 is great, just not on clocks.
Yeah, yeah. No offense, WD-40. Feel free to contact me for any kind of sponsorship. That would be ironic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you should be sponsored by monsters.
I should be.
It's keeping us thriving.
It is. It is. Well, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break while I sit here and contemplate my life, the decisions I've made. Kanye West spewing hateful things about WD-40 on clocks. Take my gloves off, let my hands breathe for a second, so I don't get all pruny. Prunes, good for your digestive health, not good for your skin, your fingers. Well, I mean, prunes might be good for your fingers, but I don't want my fingers to turn into prunes. Then I have to eat them for good digestive health. Alright, so next, I'm going to start putting all the stuff on the front side of the plate. Particularly this big box of nonsense right here. Is that, oh, that, no, it's, the world is my ashtray. Thank you.
I was trying to get it to you.
Oh, it's alright. I'm gonna start with the automatic nighttime shut off.
I can't help but to look at the rug and how dirty it is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
You're gonna vacuum one life.
Absolutely. Don't be like me, kids. Clean up your mess. What the hell is this from? Just like that, I vacuumed my entire work area. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to see it because it goes all the way almost to the table.
Oh, damn it. You're not supposed to see that. Movie magic fail. There's too many cords and crap over there. Okay. I get to see my sandaled feet, my ugly toes. Really should go to a podiatrist, but clockmaker's Sally doesn't afford such luxuries.
Your feet are fine. Your sandals, though.
My sandals need to go to a podiatrist?
They need to go to the trash.
They need to go to the trash. There's still some life left in them.
Yeah.
At least they're not squishy from sitting out in the rain for the past couple of days.
Because they are? Is that what you're saying?
No, they finally dried out. My foot toenail fungus probably devoured it.
Gross.
That's what the people want to know.
It is.
That's what gets me all the fake internet points, is talking about my horrifying, out of control toenail fungus. Yes, there is. Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's right over here. It's still not that one that's in Dad's shop somewhere. That's gonna be the end of me not knowing where that thing went to. It's probably one of those boxes. I'm gonna check the laptop bag. I feel like I've checked it like 6 times already. It's not in there. All right, so next, actually, my Google Photos transferred over. Even alive? So I kind of need some reference pictures. Let me see. Photos. That's from November. Oh, all right. Well, we're just gonna freestyle this. Sure.
Do you need a photo from Google?
Sort of, kind of, but we're gonna show all this raw and uncut. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need them. I can do a lot of things. Remember where each and every single one of these specifically sized E-clips is not one of them. And that's important. Okay, actually, I'm gonna put these in here too. Clear up my desk area. 1 and 2 and 3.
When was this taken?
It's the fronts of the Kieninger thing. If it's not backed up, it's probably not going to be on that phone. The whole thing it was saying about, griping about backups.
Right after the neon clock, right?
Yeah. Which, I describe what it looks like. It's going to be a brass plate, a bunch of gears, and, oh, cool. Sweet. Oh, wow, that's weird. I wonder what it's going to do if I do like a whole picture-in-picture thing.
There's a delay, so.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
There's always a delay. Well, for a second, it'll look kind of trippy there. Oh, yeah, there is a massive delay.
Yep.
It's like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's why I'm laughing like 5 minutes later after you vacuum.
Okay. I do think I'm missing the E-clip still. Dag nabbit.
I hope you didn't just vacuum it up.
I hope not, because I sure did hear something fly inside of it. All right. Let me see. Can I see where that goes? I can't see.
You good for a minute?
I'm good for a minute. Well, that was epic. Cool. Thank you, dollar store. There we go. Yeah, that did feel right. All right. Cursory snug on that. Okay, there we go. Make sure these are tight. Yeah, they were. I'm glad I checked that. It's funny how many times you'll pull something apart, put it together. Stuff that you didn't even take apart ends up loosening up over time. All right, where is that little silver E-clip? No. Use what I'm looking for. Alright, so I know there was at least one silver E-clip on here. Interesting. Alright, so let's see, is it over here? Let's see. Alright, so here are the pliers. Get over there. Get over there. Oh, go on here. Tucking way inside there. No.
What you looking for?
A tiny silver E-clip.
Ah, so there is a missing E-clip.
It would appear to be so. It's either in the cleaning baskets.
Oh, that was the first guess.
Yeah. I'm actually become nervous it was missing when I was putting everything in the cleaning baskets because it felt like it wasn't there.
Oh, like maybe it was missing when you got it?
No, it's definitely there in the picture. I remember in my mind's eye, the last time I remember seeing it was when I was taking it off of the mechanism.
Where was that at?
That was right over here at this desk. Which is an absolute clusterfuck. I got the technical term. I wonder if I got distracted and put it somewhere like in here. Here, if you're going to that level, you grab the magnet. Yeah, I need a bigger one. Yeah, run it over the cart. It should be hard to miss.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. It should be fairly visible.
Well, I'm gonna see or waste any more time. If one of these replacements work. Cotter pins. Washers. That a screw? You know what? I wonder if I put those two clips in the toolkit.
I believe there is.
Well, I have lots of things. But the E-clips are in here. It's not one. Cleaning baskets. That's stuck and probably dropped.
I would say it's not in the bottom of the cleaning bucket.
I doubt it. No, because I remember when I went to gather the parts to put it in the basket. I couldn't see it anywhere. Well,
Fun stuff.
let's see the found lots of small steel things, taper pins, nails. Those were if they stuck the pliers. They were these pliers, ones I used.
Nope. Sure isn't there.
Well, much like everything else, it'll pop up when I'm
After you replaced it, yeah.
let's see.
Some like the Grinch when you
I am the Grinch when I say that. What a booger. properly. Turn my
My glue job still looks great.
It does. It looks fantastic.
Holding strong.
Strong.
No.
Okay. Well, then what I'm gonna do is start. I'm gonna try this one, see if this works. This would be a lot more fun and interesting if we were allowed to put music on these YouTube videos. Google.
You could always hum something. You hum something, is that a copyright issue?
Probably. Depends on whether or not the algorithm mixed up.
Awesome.
So, much like everything else in life, if you have to ask, it's probably indeed illegal. Put that back. Alright, well, there's a tiny E-clip in here. I'm going to see if this one fits. And I know it will. Because Jesus loves me. Which one let go?
That's not how that works.
I'm pretty sure it is, actually. I'm trying to suggest that Jesus can simultaneously love me and terrible things happen in my life. Because I do not believe that to be true. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to want to put that flirt on here. That's right, I said it. I'm going to put the flirt on. So nothing people can do to stop me. And then he got struck by that.
Yeah. Call me lightning.
That would be a great band name.
Lightning or Call Me Lightning?
They call me Lightning.
The machine.
It is the machine. All right. Dear God of Eclipse, pray that you will look upon me favorably. Smile. Which wheel is that? That's
The stand.
that one's gonna go there. Okay. All right. See what happens here. No, it flew out of the stand. Like right after you walked out.
Snapped.
Yeah, it just
There's
like
little
jumped
cushions falling out.
out. Little suicide clip.
Yeah, it's a little cushion. It's escaped. This thing is garbage.
It is. That's probably why the dollar store was selling it for $5.
Did you get this at the dollar store for real?
I did, yeah. I got it at the dollar store on Beverly Parkway, as a matter of fact.
Hmm.
And then,
Yeah, the little foam thing at the bottom has come out. But we shall see if this is any better. I feel like it is not. It'll still be snapping. There you go.
golly, this thing is just... so crusted up. Alright, so I'm going to clean this. find out if this damn equipment works. Alright. No. Cancer or reproductive harm. Oh boy.
What's that?
Just lighter fluid. Causes cancer or reproductive harm.
Okay.
No more than I could.
What, like inhaling it or ingesting it or touching it?
No, just one of those California Proposition 65. Know what it is? Yeah.
Huh? Whatever you just said.
That's I wonder if they have that born in California.
What's that?
I mean, the biggest precursor to cancer is being born.
Yeah, that does make the likelihood
Yeah.
a little bit higher.
It's a life proact.
Existing.
Can't have cancer if you don't exist. I remember that on my deathbed as I'm dying of cancer. Alright. Phew. Stuff smells like cancer.
What does cancer smell like?
Probably like lighter fluid. It's like my own version of chemotherapy here.
I told you my grandmother had like 4 different forms of cancer. over
Yeah.
her lifetime.
Dead. Golly, this is one of the most crusty spots on this movement. I think it's finally clean. Alright. It's clean enough. Okay. Now, before I get everything all settled in place. Please, 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 Kieninger, have used the same eclipse that Hermley did. That'd be great. Or you could just fall. That works too. I need to demagnetize these things so badly. Let's find out. I'm just gonna clip it on, it's gonna fit. I'm gonna send it across the room. Take it off.
It'll come together complete.
Maybe it will. I'll fly into one of the other incomplete projects and that really doesn't work.
Nope.
I mean, it's on there, but it doesn't really work.
Do you want me to go get the other box?
Yeah, I think it might be in that parts box. It's a small clear plastic one. Yeah, with a bunch of eclipse in it. It kind of works. By kind, I mean not really. I wonder how much of that's crap is inside of it, though. Damn, I knew I dropped this thing yesterday. What a turd burglar. Might actually work. Well, I was hoping to have this one done by the weekend, and it would appear appears, though, it's not going to happen. It's not with the test run. All right, well, we're going to put that on reserve for when a lot of options. Like so. That on here. That's top of the hour. Top of the hour to you. Golly. I really hope that whoever soaked this at WD-40 is getting some type of amusement out of my distress on this. Ugh, really? That's fine. That's fine. Be that way. Oh, that's got to go on there at the same time? What a pain in the dupa. All three of those. That's why I lost damn E-clip, because pulling this thing off. One of my favorite tools working on clocks is not accepting responsibility for my own actions. That's one of the most powerful weapons of my arsenal here. Alrighty, and that went up and over, and this goes over the top of that.
No, sir. Not in the parts box, not in the toolboxes. I did find snacks, though.
Did find snacks. Outstanding.
Is there another?
I thought they were over here. They might be in the washer's box, maybe, if they're not over there in that. There's a pile. I don't know where the pile of tiny boxes went to.
Pile of tiny
This will
boxes?
work. Yeah, there was a bunch of smaller ones.
What do you mean, like the separated trays? Or you talking about over here? I imagine they would be over here. I thought they were in the parts boxes. The last time I saw them, I thought.
I wonder if they're in the toolbox. Just check in there.
Yep, all the toolboxes.
The big clear one too?
Mm-hmm. That's the first one. I looked in the parts box. Screw nuts. They're not on the There's some. That's what you're looking for?
Yeah, that is. Where the hell did you find that?
I hid them.
You did hide them.
I did. I apologize.
So you and the dog are always plotting against me.
I was trying to organize.
Would that
Oh, Jesus.
would that be a timely demise? In my case? No, a timely demise. You know, that's you always hear about people's untimely demise, but if I die,
Would it be timely? I guess it depends on if someone had a time frame in mind.
well, but I mean, just for the fact that of horology's sake. Is this really working against me? You turd. Alright. Is this engaged?
But it also depends on your belief system. I mean,
It's always a timely demise.
yeah. At least on my daughter. She asked me if she was an accident. I said, well, we're in an accident, but I didn't plan for it.
Well, I was an accident. My life turned out just fine. I'll laugh at that.
I also was an accident. It
Oh.
happens.
Love Dad's explanation of you're made with love. I think my mom gave me that same explanation too. I'm like, does that really excuse the shit show? I feel so much better now. Thank you for both disgusting me and absolving yourself of any type of blame in one fell swoop. Made with love.
Apparently, I am impervious to multiple forms of birth control.
Me too. Hearing these gears squeal with bone-dry delight. Alright, so this is... I don't know if you guys can see that here. No, probably not. It's too far away. Well, hell, you can't see anything.
Let's see if you can zoom. I'll have to do a thing. I could just take it down and video it myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Think that's a better idea.
Sure, why not?
Guess I should have done that in the first place.
No.
There you go.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm. Need to slightly turn. Yeah.
You can zoom?
Yep, it goes
Well,
about
hell, it
forward,
changes everything.
about there to here, and then here, and it takes half the box. Does that make you happy?
It does. That makes me so happy.
It's the little things.
It is. Indeed, the little things. Why is there still oil on this?
On
Ugh.
your gloves?
Maybe. It might be from cleaning that one part. Okay. So, now I'm going to that was the top of the hour. See where it's really good to just turn these gears forward with no oil in the bearings. I'm burnishing.
Mm-hmm.
It's always my intention. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that's the quarter hour. Here's the half. Half. 3/4. Right? Nope. Top of the hour. I believe that is correct. Okay. Well, it's going to be a long undoing, in case that's not, but we're going to say that it is. I'll put that on yet? Yeah, I can put that on yet.
Zoom in looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, they really can't see what the hell I'm doing, but I don't know. Might have you overtake manual control.
Okay.
Oh, my legs. They hurt. Okay. All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these Kieninger movements. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's much better.
Believe that's gonna be in the right position. I gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, finger's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And because we're a quarter after, that should be about right.
Well, that's.
What's going on? Did you break it?
Apparently.
You broke the
It says
internet.
orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Oh, I don't want to do
Was that whole thing sideways? You know what? You can let's stop the video there and make a second one.